I'm gonna be putting out multiple videos on this channel every single week until the day I die. And if I don't, then I'm dead. You know, if you don't see more than one video on this channel in a single week, it means I'm dead. Call the police. What up? It's Chris from Laser Lemming and Upnloaded.com, and I am still alive. I am not dead. I know I made this video where I said, hey, if I don't have 2 videos every single week, it means I am dead. I am not alive, and while it is no excuse for me to be alive right now, as there were no videos last week, I do have an excuse. Now, really, I like to think of it as a reason, but here we are. There were still no videos last week, and I apologize. I apologize greatly. But the reason being was because my ONT, my internet box, took a dump. Stopped working. No internet. I had no internet at my place. And it's awful. I gotta tell you, in the modern world, this is one of the highest first world problems you can have. So, wasn't able to do any research, wasn't able to download any resources, I couldn't upload any videos. So, yeah, it was a problem. It was a problem that prevented more content to come out. Now, that's not to say that this is going to be an interesting video. I promise you it's not. But I do have some things to talk about. Like, I'm going to unbox the Steam controller. Right now, it's unboxed. So I got a Steam controller. Haven't really gotten to use it much. I tested it a little bit with some Steam offline mode. Tried some Dishonored with it. And I gotta say, I was disappointed. I was let down. I mean, it was pretty good for the most part. Like, I heard some complaints about the triggers, but honestly, the triggers were pretty good. Have a good distance on them and a good click. They click. They have travel and click. Just like the GameCube controller did. Now, Nintendo pioneered the analog trigger, and then they quickly ditched it right afterwards. They said, you know what? That was fun. We're done. Everybody else said, no. That was a good idea. We're going to keep it. Act like it was ours. Nintendo, you will no longer be associated with analog triggers. And Nintendo was like, cool. So, yeah, I mean, I like the triggers on this thing. I still like this touchpad. I think it's a good idea. And to be fair, I had no internet, so I wasn't able to download any presets. And one of the cool things about this controller is that you could download tons of presets and a lot of user-made presets from other users and modders and get the perfect controller for you. Now, you know, I've got some beefs with this thing. Just compared to the Xbox controller, the Xbox One controller. Now, the Xbox controller has bigger buttons, bigger face buttons than the Steam controller. And that's noticeable when you're playing a game. Just like the Wii U Pro controller, which is probably my favorite controller ever. Who knows? There's a lot of ever to for. So, right now, the Wii U Pro, or the Switch Pro controller. Let's talk about the Switch Pro controller. Where are we going with this? I know you're watching this video right now. I'm thinking, am I going to see any news? Well, no, not really. Nothing new happened while I was gone. Except that Smash Brothers was announced. Yeah, so Nintendo did this direct, right? And I took down notes. I was ready. I was like, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about WarioWare Gold. I'm going to talk about Smash Brothers. Everyone wants to talk about Smash Brothers, including myself, you know? Inklings are going to be in it. Link has his Breath of the Wild design. Is it a new game? Is it a Wii U Plus game? Is it some kind of amalgamation of all the games? Who knows? Who knows? Sakurai is involved. We don't know if he's directing. We don't know anything except Link has his new design, and the Inklings are in it, and you could see the reflection of the Inklings' eyes. It's beautiful. So, we'll probably see more at E3. That'll probably be Nintendo's big game, because it's coming out in 2018, which, if my calendar is correct, is this year. So, cool. Cool. Now, if the rumors are true, and Nintendo is also getting Pokemon out this year, they're not going to have any trouble selling Switches at all. Even though Call of Duty Black Ops I is not going to come to the Switch after all. It was rumored pretty much for like the last year to be coming out to the Switch this year. And that is not the case. That is not the case, at least according to Activision. Now, in the past, they have announced Nintendo versions of their Call of Duty games later. But probably not happening. It's probably not happening. So, Nintendo's got to fill that void somehow. They've got to fill that void with Smash Brothers and Pokemon. The perfect Call of Duty substitute. The originals. Anyway, where are we going with this? I don't know. I just wanted to let you know that I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I have a Steam controller. And I'm going to keep this going. You know, I figured as I have internet, as I have time. Oh, the other excuse. My God. Why have I not been telling you my excuses? Why haven't I not started with just an hour-long excuse? The other reason, besides the crippling lack of internet, was that my job, this job that I must go to pay for this internet, has mandatory overtime. So I've been doing 10-hour days pretty much every single day. And I'm about to tell this place that I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to take it. You know, unless they keep making it mandatory. So that's been what's up. So getting very little sleep, doing lots of work, and having very little internet until this point. So thank you very much for watching. Hey, since you're here, since you made it this far, why don't you tell me what you'd like to see more of? Do you want to see my sexy Blue Yeti microphone in front of me so you can hear crystal clear audio? Hey, would you like me to talk about some video games or some movies? If so, let me know what kind of discussion you'd like me to go with. Last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago now, I talked about how Trump was going to be meeting with video game industry people. Kind of happened. It was really, I mean, that was the other thing that happened last week. White House, the White House of the United States put out like a 1.5-minute sizzle reel of copyrighted YouTube clips and just smashed them together. Said, hey, this is video game violence. And yeah, so gun problem is solved. NRA is happy. Everybody's happy. No more school shootings. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you want me to talk about? What are you interested in? Love to get into it. I feel like keeping this whole YouTube thing going. I feel like discussing more, especially if it means just discussing to a camera and making excuses to nobody. Loneliness. So subscribe for more if you have not already. If you're new here, go ahead and tickle that subscribe button like the Black Nerd would say. And I'll see you next time. I love you.